mid-game will close this one out. EVOS will be eliminated from playoff contention.
Mục tiêu của vài top 4 của em đã hết rồi, nên ngày mai em sẽ trả thù Fnatic để không để thua.
Rasta, the hero of Fnatic, will steal there at number 2. The undefeated find defeat, and Fnatic serve it up.
Quadra kill for Uzi. 8-0 and 3. Royal never give up. 2-0 on the day. A single turret of the Nexus, staying between Liquid and staying alive.
Other Chris.
And a kill comes through, and Liquid stays alive.
The last day it could go one of two ways. You know, we could completely flop, or we could play out of our minds.
虽然说我们输了2场，不过最后一天的比赛我们还是会全力以赴。
昨天可以说是就是最难的一天比赛日了吧，因为打 FW 跟 KZ 嘛，相信在最后一天的比赛日里面，也是可以继续获得连胜的。
Uzi with an expert dodge to get away.
Uzi was so good there, using his ultimate to dodge the skill shot.
남아있는 시간 동안 제 폼도 다 끌어올리면서 나머지 경기 다 좋게 마무리하고 싶어요.
All of my teammates have tried exceptionally hard to make it to Paris, and I have no intention of letting them down.
Last time out, and I think Froskuren was really onto something when she's talking about blue and red side. Kingzone themselves 4-0 on red side, all their losses on blue side, given that Flash Wolves have traditionally wanted to counter-pick support and also engineer a good matchup for Hanabi to get through lane. Doing both those things is impossible unless flex picks like Camille are thrown in.
Also look at the AD carry bans with Kai'Sa and Ezreal, and then you grab the Kog'Maw. That means actually most of the rage played on mid-game AD carries that can spike on like 1 to 2 items have been banned away, or at least the ones they consider top tier, because Varus is not really getting picked anymore, even though he was in the start of the tournament and actually was very successful for Betty.
Exactly.
They used to win all their games when they played Varus or Ezreal in the bot lane, and then last picked, counter-picked for Sword Art to have these winning, pushing bot lanes. I want to see Flash Wolves go back to that if they want to try and destroy this Kog'Maw here.
They are at least going back to some success, though. Maple's Taliyah was bonkers when he played it earlier this tournament. Going to grab that one, as well as Mugen on an aggressive jungler. We know that this Camille is definitely going top now, or, I mean, I guess flex to support.
Often when Kingzone have shown Kog'Maw priority in the LCK, they've paired it with a mid lane Scion.
Team in the world, he's going to go for Ashe here.
And this is now the first time he gets to play this during MSI, because otherwise it's been, you know, the Ezreal, the Varus, the Kog'Maw. These are kind of the picks he's been going for so far. It is now a crit AD carry on his side, but it is an AD carry that's very strong early on in the laning phase, and it could still be trying to win bot lane.
The identity of the LMS squad is very clear. They have Hawkshot, they have an invading jungler. They've denied and forced Kazan to a tank. I mentioned the Yasuo. They do it.
Okay.
They go mid lane Yasuo here, you would have to think. But if you look at Flash Wolves, they're all about invading and tracking. They have so many different ways to shut down Kuz in the jungle.
And they're so mobile, maybe they can just move away from the Yasuo. You can snowball the other lanes, and then you don't care about BDD, because we know he needs a bunch of items before he really becomes the big carry.
But this is a test, guys, because I remember an international event where BDD picked for his own lane, picked the Syndra into the Malzahar, and was one of the main reasons that Longzhu lost game 1 and eventually the series against Samsung. Yasuo plays into the lane. This requires aggression. This isn't Galio for playmaking. These plays are highlight reel worthy.
This is very, very exciting. A couple of knockups to the squad. The Zac and Cyan can set up for him. BDD bringing in the biggest new champion, I gotta say, for this tournament. Yasuo has been a up-and-comer so far. Has had some bad performances, but some really great ones as well. The battle for first place will involve the Yasuo in the mid lane. It's going to be an exciting one to watch for. Prey and Gorilla also frequently considered the best bottom lane in the world. Haven't looked quite to that degree in this tournament, but what a time to show up is right now on Kogba, one of the most sought-after champions in the game.
And a time catch for Gorilla, where the job is most likely just to stay alive for as long.
He's looking for a trade.
Gonna have a fight here. Slingshot's coming over. Not gonna find the knockups just yet. Windwall gets rid of some of what Mujin wants to do and pulls him back in. Asher was gonna land though, and it stops him in his tracks, push them right back in, and the health bar's so low, this guy's gonna run away. Mujin joining, all the heals are there, but they split blobs up, and the TP is up there if they need Khan to save him. Down very low, not gonna burn the spell. First blood goes through to Mujin.
And the Ash arrow was so critical. A 3-second stun. Stop the Yasuo doing any more damage. Perhaps from both sides. Not faster for Gorilla, even with the Abyssal Voyage. And Flash Wolves, they're going to keep pushing.
Oh, Tornado's coming.
Sword Art's going to find an almost knock up. The wind wall's there, and very fitting the type bonus is in.
The end they get to defend, BDD and the rest of King Zone. Actually, we see Flash Wolves staying around. Betty is out of mana, but Mujin, he's looking at them Raptors.
And a TP in for the flank. This could be a very important fight now for King Zone. Looking to pull the trigger onto this one. BDD has a knockup available. The ultimate not quite up, but he's going to find some damage. Mujin caught out, kicked down, and Prey gets one on the scoreboard.
They just assumed that the battle was over. It was not. Maple bot lane's not joining.
Nice. And a second ago, and they're sending the troops over. We'll see if they can donate the gold to the proper sources. I hope Sword Art doesn't steal it all. BDD gonna shove this one up. Maple wants to fight for this in the mid lane. Hanabi and Kuz showing up as well. They get the knockup. This could be the death knell for the mid laner. Pushed around. There's the let's bounce. The kill picked up in courtesy for Kuz. And now Gorilla brings in Prey as well. It's time to run away as Flash Wolves get out of that one. Bot lane turret did finally fall though.
And King Zone just focusing on getting BDD ahead on this Yasuo here. Wanna get him to that PD as fast as possible. Bot lane turret did go down, so Flash Wolves are leading in gold. But now we have 2 assists at least for the Yasuo.
And are we seeing...
Oh, Khan's gonna have to burn Flash, probably, unless they can burn him down in time. The knockback is there, even the Flash won't help him! The kill comes across, they pop him into the passive. But now with some defense, they're gonna get to defend the turret. Drake still goes over. Look at the health bars getting down, though, maybe putting a lot of damage across.
And especially when they see that Zac soloed down the Drake, they know he has to recall. They can still continue. Put down very deep vision. They're contesting a Control Ward there.
Ooh, do they get the seismic shove almost on a Gorilla? Pops the Cray health and should survive this one. Health bar is pretty high. BDD getting a bit low. This buys a lot of time as more turrets have fallen. The mid lane push worked out for Hanabi, and Betty is alone in the top lane. So this is turret to fall in a row for Flash Wolves.
Yeah, we have to remember King Zone. It takes them forever to kill that Drake with the Zac here, so they were actually not able to like quickly just grab 2 objectives and go back and defend. It was just Khan there at first, and Flash Wolves made the correct call. Don't stop. Just if you see them bot side, rush for tier 2, and then they actually managed to secure the kill. Great wall, and Khan probably needs to just flash out.
He doesn't flash instantly because he hears that Tahm Kench is on the way, but like you say, the timing doesn't work out. Safety first.
Here we go.
Huge lead. Kuz gets to the back line, stun them so he cannot combo, and as his ult right back up, but the health bar runs out, and he's into Bloblets, and there's no teleport to save him anyway. This will be a kill unanswered. Gorilla walks up trying to save and simply kills himself for it.
Yeah, what's Gorilla doing here? He just needs to get out so there's still 4 members alive in case Flash Wolves starts the Baron, but he wanders around hoping that maybe Kuz respawns fast enough that he can eat him. But that was just too greedy, and now Flash Wolves should just start the Baron.
He held on to Devour a long time, and then, like you say, was caught with his pants down. Nothing he could do to get out. Flash Wolves do start the Baron, and King Zone have to give it up.
And you said before, Papa Smithy, how far ahead do Flash Wolves need to be before we can say, okay, they're going to win everything? Well, getting the Baron and getting the base, that's what they're looking for.
And here's the knockup. They will be able to get a kill for this one. Hanabi maybe farther ahead than he needed to. Could have backed off once the Baron was started, but at least a consolation kill for King Zone and Baron on a 4.
Classic
split push.
Yeah, classic split pushes. Whenever you do something great for them, they always have to do something, give it something over to the enemy team. That's actually pretty big. Hanabi not with the Baron buff.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna obviously just sit in a side lane and control it. It might allow King Zone to defend a little bit easier.
And maybe lose 1 less turret, 1 less inhibitor as a result. We'll see what happens in the Baron power play. Still 3 minutes to play with that one. Watch that fight again, and King Zone wanted desperately to start a battle.
And Kuz desperately wants to engage. He sees Janna and also he doesn't see Ash, who walks up and stops the engage early. And Gorilla really continues to step up. Could have disengaged at any point, and it's the reason why we usually see King Zone playing drafts like Flash Wolves, because when you go for a teamfight
Cross just yet, instead of backline access coming through, as Flash is looking to do a bit of damage, they push BDD away. Hanabi in the backline, he's going to find Zac, no passive, there's Sword Art! Somehow grabs the kill, and now Khan is forced to run. Does have the ulti, not going to pop much, and just gets chalked. down as Betty grabs that one through the slows. Onto the base they go.
Perfect setup once again. Thalia wall in, and when KZ says, okay, we need to fight, that's the only way to defend. He flies in, instant disengage from flash wolves, and then they can just turn around and destroy KZ. They're going straight for the Nexus.
Their executions have been so great. Once the Yasuo wind wall goes down, these next turrets are going down too.
A lot of damage into the base, and it's a 5 versus 3. You have to imagine KZ cannot really defend this easily. They will kill off the minions and force flash wolves to wait a little bit longer, but now a wave in the mid lane means they're going to knock down the second inhibitor turret as well, and the respawn still 10 seconds on Khan. They will play with this 5v4 for a few seconds, but their health bars are low. Be aware of what a re-engage might look like. Out they go.
Once again, KZ is going.
Oh, nice knockback there, and they're going to get away from the let's bounce. The flash was burned. The stun's going to come through. Mujin is going to get that first kill, and no one's going to follow up Khan. It's now a 5v4 without a jungler. Going to be a hard fight now for KZ to win. Of course, their base already in shambles. The mid lane very, very low. Hanami couldn't quite find the inhibitor just yet, but the team is ready to re-engage topside with the Yasuo far away. Good attacks come through for Prey. The heal comes in, though. They might find the re-engage now as Hanami is around the backside looking for BDD. Going to find the stun, and now Khan is going to drop. Gorilla low on health as well. The kills coming through fast and furious, and all of them are going to start dropping now as BDD is alone and cannot win these duels. A 1 versus 2 at the very end of it.
Flash Wolves are going to win this game. KZ tried something different, but that's what happens when you pick for lane and don't pick for the roaming. BDD couldn't hit the side lanes. He wasn't really relevant this game, and Flash Wolves deserved winners.
So Flash Wolves guarantee a high seed in these semifinals. They locked that one in back in day 3. They knew they were in the top 4. It was about playing for seeding. At worst, they're on a tie break for first. At worst in that, they're second place. Of course, depending how the other matches go, they might just secure first place anyway.
And they just 2-0'd KZ in this group stage. They showed their full control of how to play against this team. So much of it is focused on applying pressure through Mujin here, always in the jungle. KZ grabs that Zac. He already knows he's against the Graves, but he wants it because limited stage games for him here this split. Probably only a few champions he wants to actually play. He wanted some engage. Well, that got punished in the early game.
And I just love when a plan comes together. Everything about the Flash Wolves comp was about punishing KZ. And by the end, it was sad seeing him a few levels behind, trying to jump in, dying before he can even get out on his ultimate. That's the reality of when you've been counter-jungled as team-wide effectively as what we saw from the Flash Wolves. And that means KZ will finish third.
Yeah, we also saw in this draft here, KZ tried to target Betty down the bot lane. We had so many AD carry bands coming in. They grab an early Corkmore, and then Betty. First time we get to see his Ashe here in the group stages.